Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting a new series. This is going to be my Hogwarts series, and I'm starting off with Hufflepuff, so if you'd like to see how I did this, just keep on watching. Now I'm bad and totally forgot the names of each of these shadows, and I don't have them in front of me right now, but first I'm going in with this light yellow shade on the Alamar blending brush. I promise when I update these video descriptions, I will have each one listed in the proper order that I use them below. I think I do recall one of the names, so that's not going to be helpful. But if you have similar shades, you just use the similar shades. And then I'm just running that same pale yellow color under on my lower lash line as well. Then next I'm taking this more golden yellow shade, and I'm just using a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm running this into my crease as well, just to add a little more depth and dimension. It's kind of hard when you have like shades of yellow because, you know, they don't really go to a super dark range because yellow is such a paler shade. So it's kind of hard to get like a deep yellow without it like really pretty much being a brown or some kind of like olive toned green. So I was just trying to build up some kind of depth with slightly different shades of yellow. Upside down, faces swirling past me. And then this yellow shade is actually a more olive golden yellow, so it's like has slightly olive undertones compared to the shade before. And I'm just using an e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm running this into my crease, and it did give it a slight bit more depth that I was kind of looking for to help kind of blend in with the black that I add on later. And then I'm going in with the black shade from the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I'm just using a defining crease brush, and I'm putting this all over my lid. I'm kind of not focusing too much of it on the outer corner of my eye, because if you saw what the end look was in the beginning of the video, then you'll kind of see why. Because I didn't want to focus too much heavy black right there, because I do go over and do like a concealer type wing. And so I'm just putting this all over the lid and bringing it up to the crease. If you're gonna cut me down, better do it quickly now. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. And then with a small little blending brush from Luxie, it's a clean brush, I'm just wiggling that right where the black meets the yellow. First I'm going just in like windshield wiper motions, and then I do kind of circular motions because I didn't want it to go too blown out, but I didn't want the edge to look too harsh. So it's like a not fully like blended as I normally would, but then it's not like a super harsh line in the end as well. It kind of like created this like golden brown shade in between the black and the yellow, which I did not mind. I thought it looked great. And I did not mention this, but if you don't know, the Hufflepuff colors are black and yellow, so that's why my makeup is more of a black and yellow theme. Sorry if you hear a dog in the background. And then I'm just running that same black on my lower lash line as well, and then I do go in and blend it with that little brush. And then next I'm going in with the concealer and just a flat shadow brush. I'm kind of like doing like a concealer type wing, but instead of like, you know, doing a sharp, crisp wing, you just kind of blend the concealer into your natural skin. So I don't know how to explain this, to be honest, but I don't go all the way in on my upper lash line either. I stop about halfway in, and then I'm just kind of going back and forth to make sure I get a nice even line. And then I also make sure that all the black is like evenly covered, so that it's like all the one same shade of concealer. And then I'm going into this yellow. I believe this one is called Sunflower Petal. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And I just pack that all over the concealer I just laid down, then kind of blend it when it reaches the outermost portion of the concealer into the rest of the shadow. And if you could see here, I have a little bit of that concealer had creased up into my crease when I had opened my eyes, and you could just go back in this in with black and fix it. That's what I do later. And I'm just packing that yellow shade I'm actually using a paintbrush for that, a small little paintbrush, and I'm just packing it all over the concealer. And then I'm just taking that same yellow shade on that same brush and I'm popping it on the inner corner of my eye. This is one of the most vibrant yellow shades I do have that doesn't like fade away easily over time. So that's why I'm using this to kind of make it pop compared to the crease colors. And then here I am just going back in with that black shade on that defining crease brush, but then it was kind of like, big. So I do end up going in with a smaller brush, but then I do use that same defining crease brush and I kind of blend a little of that black into the yellow where it meets halfway on my lid. And then here I'm just using that smaller brush to really get closer to the details of the yellow and make it nice and crisp. Then I'm going in with the Essence Volume Stylist mascara and I'm coating my top and lower lashes.
This is not forever.
And then I went in with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer in the shade Light. And I'm using that to bronze up my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose. I know I used this in the next product I'm going to be using in my previous video, I think. But they were just sitting there and I didn't really feel like grabbing new ones. So that was pretty much my logic when I was sitting down doing this look. I'm like, I'll just use these because I don't really want to go find something else. So I'm also using the Essence face palette in Ready Set Peach, using the contour shade and the precision foundation brush from Luxie. I prefer using this for contour, so I'm just using that to carve out my cheekbones and my jawline.
Folks changing like the weather. Cold wind and all around.
And then I am taking the shade Electra from the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette, and I'm using that to highlight my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose.
Toxic people being severed, like leaves falling in September. Cold, wet, and on the ground. You can cut me down.
And then finally for lips, I used the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Lipstick in the shade Widow's Peak. I did do a quick outfit change, so that's why I have a wig on and my Hufflepuff tie and like just, my little costume that went with this.
But I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh, yeah, my roots are strong.
And that is pretty much the end of this video, so if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next one.